Bishop Crozier. I am Dr. Roberta Williams. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
I always have time to meet with the people in my diocese. They are my sheep.
Thank you, Bishop. I want to talk to you about the collection for the Catholic Campaign for Human Development.
The campaign is now over 40 years old. It is how we help the poor.
I have a friend who says that the campaign has made some very inappropriate donations.
We are human, and do not have perfect knowledge or judgment, so we did make a mistake. But it has been corrected.
What was the mistake?
We gave some money to ACORN.
How much money did you give?
A little over $7 million. About $7,300,000.
Oh my heavens. All at one time?
Oh, no. Over about 10 years.
Why did it take that long to decide not to give?
Because in the early years, the brother of the ACORN chief executive was not yet embezzling.
My friend says that ACORN was involved in other activities over the years that the campaign should have noticed.
I don't know what he would be talking about.
ACORN and its affiliate, Project Vote, has reportedly been involved in improper voter registration activities as far back as 1998. And ACORN was involved in disruptive tactics against banks to coerce them into making risky loans to people with poor credit and tiny down payments.
Well, those are small matters compared to the good that community organizations do. Most of the money the campaign distributes is in grants to community organizations, and ACORN was one of the largest networks of community organizations.
But my friend says that the community organization model is a neo-Marxist concept developed by Saul Alinsky, starting in Chicago in 1939.
That is the slander that right-wing extremists have made against our effort to live out our gospel obligation to the poor.
Are there other community organization networks that you are still supporting?
Oh yes, of course. We are still making grants to organizations in the PICO network, and community organizations affiliated with the Gamaliel Foundation.
The PICO network that was started by Father John Bauman?
Yes, he retired at Christmas time 2 years ago.
I looked at the PICO website. PICO is supporting a proposed law in California to make a bank pay a fee of $20,000 to begin a foreclosure. That is an unjust burden on the institution that made the loan.
People will naturally have different opinions on specific issues.
I am even more concerned about the Gamaliel Foundation. My friend said that it was formed by Greg Galuzzo and his wife, Mary Gonzalez, who were actively associated with the Midwest Academy. The Academy evolved from a group of radical socialists in the 1960s, and today it is a significant force in so-called progressive politics.
Where did he hear that? On Fox News? I do not believe in guilt by association.
He showed it to me in a book by Stanley Kurtz, who is a senior fellow at the Ethics and Public Policy Center. The respected Catholic theologian, George Weigel, is the distinguished senior fellow at the center. The Kurtz book is impressively researched and very heavily footnoted. On a current practical note, the Gamaliel Foundation website displays a February statement from its executive director that attacks Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker. Many Catholics strongly support Governor Walker.
Community organizations are the best way to help the poor. They use what is called direct action to compel the affluent to share their wealth and resources fairly.
That confirms what the Kurtz book says. The early campaign for human development was heavily influenced by disciples of Saul Alinsky and stealth socialists. I can give you specific examples. So, the campaign has continued to be much farther to the left than most Catholics realize.
Not everyone is going to agree on these things. That does not excuse us from helping the poor.
It is not a sin to be a socialist. If people understand what they are giving to, bless their hearts, it is a free country. But I have a question. Do you think it is ethical to take money from Catholics when you know in your own heart that they would not give if they knew the details of the program? Is this bearing false witness by omission?
Catholics only need to be concerned that they are giving with a good heart to help the poor. Our experts will distribute the money wisely.
The same experts who gave the $7 million to ACORN.
Pretty much.
Thanks for your time, Bishop.